Welcome to online studies of Ashadip International School. Subject Mathematics, Standard 9, Chapter 1, Number System. So, today we are going to see the representation of a real number on a number line. So, let us understand it with the example. Suppose we want to locate 2.665 on the number line. So, we know that this lies in between 2 and 3. So first of all, we just zoom out 2 and 3. So in between 2 and 3, we have total 10 numbers, and that is that we can say it is a millimeter, right? So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 3. Then it is a 665. See, it's a 2.665. So it's a 665, right? So 2 already we have here with us. So what we need to focus is on 665. So that 665 see 0.665 is in between 6 and 7, right? So it is in between 6 and 7. This 6 and 7, 2.6 and 2.7, right? So now we have to zoom out this. So 6 and 7, that is here, right? So 2.6 and 2.7. So in between we need to draw another 10 lines, and that is 2.61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68 and 69 and 2.7. Now we want 665. So that is in between 2.666 and 2.667. So we need to zoom that out, right? So we need to zoom that out. Now 661, 662, 663, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9 and 67. Now what we want is 665. So here it is, that is 2.665. So in this way we need to represent, see, 2.665 on the number line. I hope you get this. This is very easy. So we call this process a visualization representation of a number line through the magnifying glass. We call this process of visualization of representation of a number line through the magnifying glass the process of successive magnification. So this kind of a question might be asked in the 1 mark, 2 mark questions, right? So what is the process of representing the, or you can say visualizing or representation of a number on number line through the magnifying glass? So that is called process of successive magnification. Process of successive magnification. So note that down, right? Now let's move ahead with another sum, and that is we need to represent 5.337. So first of all 5 to 6, and then 5.1, 5.2, blah blah blah, but we need a 37. So it is going to be in between 5.3 and 5.4. In between we have 5.31, 5.32. So those things is represented over here. For 5.3, this is 5.4. Then this is here it is 5.31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 5.4. Now the number is in between the 5.37 and 5.38. So just you need to magnify it. Now here it is 5.371, 372, 374, 375 and so on and on and on. But it is rather is in between the 3 point here, in between this 5.377 and 5.378, right? So here is the number, right? So in this way we need to represent the numbers on the number line, right? So this exercise 1.4, the steps are given here. You need to do it by on your own, right? Because we did this kind of 2 sums already. It's an easy sums, so just go ahead. Now let's move ahead. the same sum. This is far more easier. Visualize 4.26 on the number line up to 4 decimal places. Up to 4 decimal places means what? This is the 1 decimal place, 2 decimal place, 3 decimal place, and this is the 4 decimal place. So this is going to be the 4.2626. Right, just to follow these steps, it's an easier. Right? You can do it on your own. So now this is important part. See, this is very much important topic as far as your SSC, or you can say the 10th, is considered, right? So this is very much important operations that you must have to understand properly, right? So what do you mean by AB is equals to square root of A square root of B? Let me give you an example, and that is, if I write down here 5 into 2, 5 into 2, so it is nothing but the 5 into 2. The answer is square root of 10, and here also answer is square root of 10, right? So square root comes the common side, right? So in this way you can calculate it. Here, if it is a square root of A by B is equals to the square root of A upon square root of B. For example, if I write down that square root of 3 by 4 is equals to the square root of 3 by 4, right? So both have the equal answer, right? You can just solve it on your own. So the answer will be the same as here. This is now a square root of A plus square root of B and square root of A minus square root of B. See, is nothing but the x plus y and x minus y. We know the formula of x plus y and x minus 1 that we already did in the standard 8th, right? In the factorization chapter. So here a square root of A into square root of A. So it is, you can say it might be a x, or consider it as a y. So it's an x plus y, x minus y. So what is the x plus y, x minus y? It is nothing but the x square minus y square. But instead of x, what we have a square root of A. So it's a square root of A square minus square root of B square. Now square root cut. What is the answer? So answer is nothing but the A minus B. Right? So the answer is A minus B. Now here this sum, A plus square root of B and A minus square root of B. So it is nothing but the A square minus square root of B square. To square cut. So what is the answer? A square minus B. Right? A square minus B. See here. Right? So in this way it's simple. Right here, square root of A plus square root of B square root of C plus square root of D. See, it's simple. First term with the first term with the second term with the first term, and second term with the second term, right? So how we can do that? Just go with the step by step. So A into C, it is nothing but the square root of AC. Now A into D plus square root of AD, right? Now BC, so plus square root of BC, and BD, so plus square root of BD, right? So this is the same answer that we get here and here, right? So both answer the same. So it is simple. The first term with the first term with the second term with the first term, and second term with the second term. Simply multiply and you will get this answer, right? So here we have to use this property. If it is a square root of A into square root of B, it is nothing but the square root of AB, right? Okay. See here, what we know is x minus y whole square is equals to x square minus 2xy plus y square. But instead of x, what we have is square root of A and square root of B. So here square root of A square minus 2 into square root of A square root of B plus square root of B square. So square root cut. So it is nothing but the A minus 2 see, it's the square root of AB. Square root of AB is nothing but the square root of AB. So we can write down here square root of AB plus B, right? See, this is the answer, right? So the sums are easy, but just you need to focus mainly on these two properties and this one, right? So easy sums, easy properties, just go through it, learn it easier. Now let's move ahead. See, these operations on the real numbers are very much important as far as your SSC and your upcoming standards is considered, right? It is also very much useful if you're going to the science stream or a commerce stream, but if you don't want to think about that, just think about your SSC. So these sums are very much important. Sorry, these operations are very much important, right? So just go through it, understood it, learn it, right? Now let's move ahead. Classify whether the following numbers are the rational or the irrational. Remember one thing, give the answer, right? Give the answer only when you simplify it properly. First of all, simplify it. First of all, simplify it. After simplification, only you need to answer it, right? So first sum is, it's a 2 minus square root of 5. Here no need to simplify. Here no need of simplification. Why? Because simplification is not possible. So here we have an irrational number. So the full number is a irrational number. Now here it's a 3 plus square root of 23 and minus square root of 23. And if I remove here these brackets, if I remove here this bracket, right? If I remove here this bracket, so this is going to be the plus x minus x, or you can say 1 minus 1, or you can say 23 minus 23. 23 minus 23 is going to be the 0. So what is the answer? Now the final answer is 3. Now we need to focus on 3. So what is the 3? Is the irrational number or rational number? It is a rational number, right? So this is nothing but the rational number. Now here in this, so it is square 2 square root of 7 upon 7 square root of 7. So square root of 7 square root of 7 cut. We need to answer after and after simplification. So simplification is what? Square root of 7 square root of 7 cut. So answer is what? 2 on 7. So 2 on 7 is in the form of P by Q. So it is nothing but the what? Rational number. And here 1 upon square root of 2. Now square root of t is a irrational number. So the whole term is going to be the irrational, right? So this is irrational. Here pi is irrational. Right? We already know that pi is a irrational number. So this whole term is going to be the irrational number, right? So here are the answers. Right? Simpler, easier. Now let's move ahead. Now we need to focus on the simplification of these terms. So the first term is 3 plus square root of 3 in bracket 2 plus square root of 2. Now 3 twos are 6. 3 twos are, so we don't need to do the multiplication because this is the rational and this is the irrational number. So we need to answer this like 3 square root of 2, sorry. Here square root of 2. Now square root of 3 into 2. So it is nothing but the 2 square root of 3. And here 3 and root 2. So here also root, here also root. So we can multiply it with each other. And the answer is going to be the square root of 6, right? See here each and every step is written. And this is the answer. And here we'll get the same answer, right? Now let's move ahead. 3 plus square root of 3 and 3 minus square root of 3. So it is nothing but the x plus y and x minus y. So answer is what? X square. So this is the x and this is the y. This is the x and this is the y. So answer is x square minus y square. So x is nothing but the 3 and y is nothing but the square root of 3. So square root cut. What is the square of 3? 9. What is this? This is going to be the 3. So what is the answer? Answer is 6. Right, see here the answer is 6, right? Okay, now let's move ahead. Now here I have to write down the square root of 5 plus square root of 2 whole square, and we have the property that a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? So this is we need to consider as a and this is we need to consider as a b. So what is the square root of 5? And that is 5 plus 2 into square root of 5 twos are 10, and plus what is the square of 2? Square root of 2. See, we can add this 5 and 2, so that is nothing but the 7. So 7 plus 2 square root of 10, right? See, answer is 2. 7, 2 square root of 10. Easy sums, right? You just need to know the properties. That's it. Square root of 5, square root of 5 minus square root of 2, and square root of 5 plus square root of 2. It's a x, it's a y. So it's x minus y, x plus y. So it is nothing but the x square minus y square. But instead of x, we have a root 5. And instead of y, we have a root 2. So root 5 square minus root 2 square. It is a 5 minus 2 is equals to 3. See, this is the answer, 3. Right? So in this way, you can solve these sums. Easy sums. You just need to focus on this properties. You need to focus on this properties. If you can grasp this properties easily, you can solve these sums easily. So better, uh, first of all, you can solve this, or you can go through this property, understood it wisely, and then move with the sums. Now here the question: recall, pi is defined as the ratio of a circumference c of a circle, say the diameter, that is c by d. It seems to contradicts the fact that pi is an irrational number. So how will you resolve this contradiction? So with the scale or a tape, we get only approximate rational number as the result of our measurement. So that is why pi is approximately represented in the quotient or two rational numbers as a matter of mathematical truth. It is a irrational, right? So it's a theory. Just go through the theory part. Now this is the representation of any number on the number line. So how you can do that? See, for example, now I have to represent, for example, square root of 3 on the number line. So what I have to do? See, just go through the step. To represent this, draw the line segment of 9.3. So first of all, draw the line segment of 9.3. Draw the line segment of 9.3. Now extend, let a represents 9.3, right? Let a, this a represents 9.3. Sorry, this is the 0, this is the 0. Let this be a, let this be a, and this distance is 9.3. Now extend it to the 1 centimeter. Extend it to the 1 centimeter. So here from A, we need to extend it to the 1 centimeter. So this is going to be the 1 centimeter, and this is the point B. Now you take the midpoint of this and draw the semicircle. You know how to draw the midpoint, right? In the construction last year we did this. So how you can find out the midpoint? So it's an easier one. Just do the perpendicular bisector and you'll get the midpoint. So from this midpoint you can draw this semicircle. Now from here you can draw the perpendicular line. Here you can draw the perpendicular line. So this distance, right? So this distance is nothing but the square root of 9.3. I hope you get that, right? And then you can represent this on a number line. See, once again, so first of all, draw the A. I am giving here different nomenclature. A, B. AB is nothing but the 9.3. Now extend from B to C only 1 centimeter. Only 1 centimeter. Now draw the perpendicular bisector of AC. and draw the semicircle. Now draw the perpendicular line from the B, right, and give here point some D, some point D. So now BD is representing the square root of 9.3. Now this distance you can measure with the help of rounder and put it on the number line from 0. How? So first of all, draw the number line. So here you can get the 0, 1, 2, 3, and from here you can get this BD as a square root of 9.3. So measure this distance. From here put the point, from the you can take the center as a 0 and make an arc, so you will get this distance as a square root of 9.3, right? So simpler. Now let's move ahead with the another sum. Okay, so this is the last sum for today. I hope you get each and every point, you can grasp each and every point very easily. Just go through the especially the operational part that we did here, right, that we did here in this one. It is very much important as far as your SSC, as far as your SSC 10th, whatever you can say is consider. And also in upcoming year, if you are going into the 11th 12th science or a commerce, these operations are very much important. So just do it wisely, and then you can move ahead with the sums, right? So that's it for today. Just do hard work, solve the sums, practice the sum, do hard work, because this hard work gives you the lots of easiness while you are entering into the standard 10th, right? So till then, bye bye, stay home, stay safe.